Okay, I guess I have more to say. Didn't realize this, but I do. I didn't give you a whole lot of information on my first video when I was talking about the border. After I'd finished it, I had a couple of thoughts. I know I'm kind of putting a lot of ideas out there, and there's probably a lot of people wondering, well, you know, you're asking for help, but why aren't you doing anything? This is my way of doing something, okay? Because, you know, I have the kids and everything, and excuses. But anyways, what I want to say is this. There are several different people you can contact if you want to help, okay? There is Team 3 Percenters, that's capital TEAM, number 3 percentile ERS on Facebook. They are making flyers that you can hand out that has different information on them. And there's also people in there that you can contact if you want to help with the border situation. I also want to talk about a group that I just joined. I found out about it through Stacy Pierce, and many of you have probably seen his videos. He is very vigilant, and he is ready to do something, and I want to help out with this. He is in 3%, which is Roman numeral 3, percentile, United Patriots. You can find it on Facebook. I would also like to bring up an idea here. I know I had a video before where I talked about how we should have petitions for each state, and we should go out and have these petitions signed with our grievances on it. Well, I think we should just do it with this one particular issue, the border, because it's going to affect all of the states. So if we could have what we need, because I can write stories, whatever, but I haven't went to college for creative writing and all this stuff like that, so I don't have the expertise in this area. So we need someone that will listen to us and sit down and legally figure this out, because I know I heard on the radio not that long ago there were some people that came up with all these petitions, and they had thousands of signatures. I guess they needed 162,000 signatures to try to get medical marijuana passed. Well, they had the signatures, they had what they needed, but it didn't pass because they didn't use the right paper or the right pen color. So there's a legal process in all of this when we're gonna do this. But what we need is someone that can write up this petition. Okay, since we have all these groups going out and handing out these flyers or leaving these flyers on cars or whatever, why not take this petition along with you? Okay, we make sure the ones that we have are all legal when we go to hand these flyers out, and then show it and make it simple. You know, show it to the people and ask them, would you like to sign this petition? How do you feel about the border situation? Okay, because we do have states' rights, okay, under the 10th Amendment. The states tell the government what to do, okay, and we live within these states, and we are the boss, we the people, okay. I think this would be a good start, because I know it might seem like it's going to be a long, drawn-out, hard process, but to sit around and just talk about doing something is not working. We need to actually get out there and do this and show that the people do want that border closed down. Because we are the United States. We are the people. We are the boss. We pay for everything that goes on in that government. A lot of people say, well, you know, we're bankrupt. Okay? Well, where do they get all this money from? Yeah, the Federal Reserve, blah, blah, blah. I could go into that and rant about that. But anyways, you still pay taxes. Taxes still come out of your check. You pay housing taxes. You pay all these taxes. You should be able to say, okay, you're not doing what you should be doing, and we want you to do this. Okay, they have to do it. If you go to your representatives in your state and you have all these signatures and petitions and it's legal, and the majority of that state say that they want that border shut down, it is their job to have that done. They have to do it because you are the boss. Okay, so I just think that's another idea that I want to put out there for people that are taking their time to go out and hand out these flyers. Another idea I had, which I would be willing to do this myself, is when I talked about the men needing supplies. You know, I would be willing to go buy a 50-pound bag of beans or rice or water or whatever to contribute so these men have food. You know, whatever we can do to do this. And we just need to make sure that it's verified and make sure that it's getting to where it's going. And another thing I want to say is this. We have all these people in the United States right now that do not have a job, okay? We have single men that are not married, that do not have kids, that do not have jobs right now. Hell, we've got homeless people living on the streets that have no food. All right? They could go down and help on the border. They would be an extra set of hands or eyes down there. They would have food, they would have somewhere to sleep, they would have water, but they also would be doing their duty for the country. So it's a win-win. So if you want to help with this border situation in any way you can, we need riders, there's all different things that we need, okay? There's several different positions that are needed for this, all right? So if you're willing to do this, even if you just make a video and talk about it, that's doing something. And if it gets to the point where it's too bad, the only law you should be following, which is really all we should be following anyway, is the law of Constitution. If anything that is written in, I don't care if it's local, I don't care if it's state, I don't care if it's federal government. If it goes against the Constitution, it's not a law. If you do that, then guess what? It's going to change on its own. The more people that stand up and do this, the better it's going to be. So like I said, you can contact Stacey Pierce or Team 3 Percenters, capital T, EAM 3, the number 3, percent and ERS, or 3%, Roman numerals 3%, percentile, United Patriots. Yeah, I guess that's all I'm going to do for today unless something else pops up. Thanks.